What is going on, guys? It's your boy ShadyMikeGaming, and welcome to Modding Monday. Now, it has been a while since we did one of these modding showcases. It is good to be back. I have been sick as a dog, but I am on the uptake, on the mend, and it is good to be back. Now, if you are new to the channel, first and foremost, feel free to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Modding Monday is a series where I take you all through some of the hottest content in the NBA 2K modding community, show you all the heat that is dropping on PC, why we're excited to play on PC, and why we play on PC. I try to get these modding showcases out. I want to do them much more frequently. I've just been really under the weather as of late, but one thing I want to say too, this series is brought to you by the 2K Modding Society. Where are we at? We're gonna be right here. The 2K Modding Society. That is our modding Discord. That community has been going nuts. So if you want access to all the best mods for 2K to discuss, or just want to chat, or need help installing any type of mods, be sure you are a member of the Discord. So much heat has dropped since our last showcase. I can't even showcase it all, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you all my favorite mods in today's video. Now, before we get started, I also wanted to take a side note and talk about something else. A modder, very well known modder and YouTuber in the community, Tgsogood, started a list where he did the top 75 2K YouTubers of all time. And a bunch of incredible people like Dom2K and Chris Smooth and a lot of YouTubers way bigger than me were mentioned and entered on that list for as nominees. Now I was also entered as a nominee, but just like on the preliminary list. So I'm gonna leave you all that list in the description. I got no problem lobbying to be on that list. So if you all want to take the time and go over there and support me and nominate me for top 75 2K YouTubers of all time, I will really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I just think it would be really cool to have somebody or multiple people from the simulation slider sig shot modding community. So just basically, I understand that I don't do the big time flight type park YouTube stuff. So any type of recognition for this community, I think really helps. But other than that, guys, like I said, be sure to like and subscribe. I cannot wait to show you all of the heat that I've got in this episode. The modding community has been going nuts. It's good to be back. We got a lot of fun, exciting stuff coming to the channel. Stay tuned. All right, so to start off, we are going to get into some utilities. Now, utilities, if you are new, we describe utilities as just miscellaneous mods that impact various aspects of the game, user interface, and things of that nature. And that's exactly what we have here. First off, we have a 30-team remastered mural pack by a modder named VDW0. And this basically redoes all the murals for all the teams so that it features their real star players. And I love mural packs. Like, these are my favorite types of mods. So I love them. We shared some really cool ones for last year as these scroll through. So I'll go ahead and let it, stop talking so you all can look at all the murals as they scroll through for each of the 30 teams. Now, next up, we have an awesome mod. I guess for those of you maybe coming from NextGen, it might not be that awesome, but we have a new NextGen edit player background screen by Psamyoull, and this is just an incredible mod. If you are on PC, we've been editing our players in what looks like a trash can, a aluminum trash can, and so Psamyoull took the time to make this awesome mod, and it's really cool because it even seems like it upgrades the lighting in the background. So this is just an awesome part of this mod, and this is a really fun addition to the game. This adds so much much in terms of immersion to the game. Next up, we have a really cool mod from a really cool modder that I think you all know very well by now. His name is Psamyoull, and the reason I always like his mods is because he really just pushes the envelope and you know, really just thinks outside the box and does stuff that's not being done. So he, you know, noticed he came out with a baggy undershirt mod, and he noticed that certain players, their undershirts aren't, like, you know, super tight. And you think of Andre Drummond, you think of Lonzo Ball. So players like this, they have like a baggy undershirt, and this mod actually replaces the long sleeve shirt, which I'm actually perfectly fine with, because I don't know if we really see players wearing just a full-blown long sleeve shirt anymore. At least I haven't seen it in a while. I have no problem with it replacing that. And that kind of sets the stage for the next mod, also coming from Psamyoull, and this is a better compression shirt. This is just a global improvement to the compression shirt to make it a little bit more form-fitting, how most guys in the NBA play. Now he does point out that with this mod, it may cause some clipping on custom Cyberfaces because the mod is made to fit the default body model, but for the most part, I mean, it looks really good. I haven't run into any issues. So it's, you know, definitely try this out. I think 9 times out of 10, most people won't have this issue, and I think it's a big time improvement to the game across the board. All right, and next up, guys, we are getting into some Cyberfaces. I know this is a lot of people's favorite part of the video, and I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I can show you all quite a few Cyberfaces here. And the first that we're going to take a look at is we have a new Lonzo Ball by inge, and I really like this Lonzo Ball because there's two aspects of it. There's a braided version. Towards the beginning of the season, when Lonzo started out, he had braids, and then he took the braids out and now has an afro. So inge made both of these Cyberfaces within 24 hours. As soon as he took the braids out, he had the afro out. So special shout out to inge. You know, choose whichever version that you want. They both look fantastic. So really shout out to him. So one thing that we have been seeing across the internet, and again, this is not new, but this is something that I really like, is we've started to see an influx of these Cyberfaces that have the ability to switch hairstyles. I know NextGen has that functionality, that capability, but we haven't you know, really been able to do that very easily here on PC. So I want to show you these next two Cyberfaces, and they're really cool. The first is Jalen Green, and we have a Jalen Green Cyberface by a user named Bugs, and this is really cool because you can actually based on the headband options, choose which hairstyle Jalen Green wears and the frequency at which he wears them. So that's pretty cool. Another really big thing about this one that we've been looking for Jalen Green is it does have his updated tattoos. So he's got a new leg tattoo, and he's got a new tattoo on his left hand and his right hand, but the tattoos go all the way up his left leg. Special shout out to Bugs for this Jalen Green, and I want to stay right here on this I don't want to call it technology, but you know, this hair switching idea here that these modders are putting into their Cyberfaces. And again, this isn't new, but it's just something that, you know, I'm glad we're starting to see more frequently than in years past. But this is a Morant with the switchable hairstyles, and this is by a modder named monjamoo. Hopefully I said that right. I didn't want to butcher your name, but this is another awesome Cyberface for a guy right now who's having an incredible season. So I'm happy to you know, share this one with you all. And again, you can set the headband options to determine which hairstyle he wears most frequently. And of course, next we're going to go ahead and move on. When I did my Cade signature jump shot fix. I got a lot of questions about what face I was using. This is by a modder named Dr. Tobogggan MD, who needs no introduction. This is an incredible, extremely in-depth Cade Cunningham. I'm really happy to share this one with you. We got a lot of compliments on the video, so all credit, of course, going to Doctor. You know, anytime I can, you know, spotlight these modders in a video that's not directly about modding, I want to always try and do that. So he really killed it on this Cyberface, and he's got the #1 overall pick looking right. So next up, or speaking of #1 overall picks, I know I've said it a lot, but I have to make sure I keep saying you guys have to be in the Discord. It has been crazy, the amount of phases and the amount of heat that have been popping off in this Discord. But I have to give a special shout out to a modder named Petty Paul Pierce, who's just been flooding the Cyberface section of the 2K Modding Society Discord with heat. I wanted to make sure I spotlighted his Anthony Edwards, because I think that this is going to be one of the #1 ones that people are looking for, because first of all, the default Anthony Edwards is trash by 2K. Don't know what their art team is doing. They're tripping. And he also now has a new hairstyle, so I know a lot of people are going to be looking for that. But as you scroll down, I mean, most of the updates for, you know, Tyrese Maxey and a lot of guys, Schroeder and Jokic, you know, Petty Paul Pierce has been going nuts. His Steph Curry is insane. There's so much heat that Petty Paul Pierce has been. You got LeBron and AD. So much heat that he's been pumping into the 2K Modding Society Discord. Petty Paul Pierce, he's got his own version of Cade Cunningham, James Harden. So there's so much heat that I wanted to share with you all from the Discord, because it's a lot of really quality content coming from everybody. You see Jimmy Butler up there from Dr. Tobogggan. I know that's going to be a hot one too. So I couldn't go through everything that I've missed while I've been sick, but the 2K Modding Society Discord is popping off. I'm really happy for this community to finally get the credit that it deserves. And again, anytime that I can help be you know, a beacon that brings that attention to these guys, I'm all for it. So special shout out to everyone in the 2K Modding Society. That community is awesome. Make sure you join and are a part of that. The link is of course always in the description of this video and every video that I do. So as we get to the last section, and this is going to be courts, where you can say it's lighting, but stadiums, you know, all of that good stuff, floors, we're going to talk about everything. First and foremost, I wanted to highlight Psamyoull's Real Lighting. It's a 30 team full lighting pack that is just incredible. And anytime anyone says my game looks awesome and all that good stuff, this is the mod that I'm using. He wants to highlight it's got bright crowds, enhanced basket lighting, and real-time occlusion. It's a really incredible mod. I want to let you all know that I use this mod I would say 80% of the time. When you ask me what my lighting is and what lighting I'm using, this is the mod that I'm using 80% of the time. If you're a person that's looking for an incredible lighting mod that is 30 teams and a pack that's ready to go, I don't think you can do much better than this. I really love this mod. It's fantastic. Next up, I wanted to kind of do exactly what we did on the Cyberfaces, and I guess this isn't a mod per se, but I wanted to make sure I took some time out. We talked about him earlier in the video, but I wanted to make sure I took some time out to shout out Tgsogood and what he's been doing in the community and for the community when it comes to courts and custom arenas and all the crazy stuff that he's been dropping on his YouTube channel, which I'll make sure is linked in the description and inside the 2K Modding Society Discord. TG is the king of custom courts and dropping all types of heat and crazy stuff that we've never seen before. He's so creative in terms of the stuff that he does and has been able to come up with. Now let me just tell you all know me and my channel. I have very limited time to make content, but my channel revolves around NBA basketball. I'm not a big fan of custom hoops and street ball and off the you know, outside the NBA stuff, so I don't cover a lot of stuff like this on my channel, and so sometimes I feel bad because it's such an amazing modder like Tgsogood. I don't think I do a good job sometimes of spotlighting the work that he's done for this community, and it's not like he needs me to spotlight him either. He's a bigger YouTuber than me. He's got more subscribers and more followers, but I wanted to make sure I took the time to talk about everything that he's done for this community. It's incredible, and if you're into custom courts and stuff like that, there's no better person right now in the community than TG. So make sure you check out everything he's posted in the Discord. Make sure you check out everything on his channel. He does a lot of cool stuff when it comes to custom courts, and I wanted to make sure I took the time to spotlight that. All right, guys, and definitely last but not least, I've gotten a lot of questions about what courts am I using, and I wanted to make sure that I shouted out Den 2K. Now, this year, I've decided to use Den 2K's NextGen textured courts. These courts have just a really distinct wood texture, and I'll make sure I obviously have an example on the screen, but they really stand out in terms of the wood texture. I can't say for sure which is the most realistic, but I do want to say that this is my favorite. So Den 2K has his own website, so I'm going to link you all to his website. He is doing an incredible job. Just I don't know how to explain it. Like, I can't say it's more realistic than anybody else's, but I just am a really big fan of the court texture or template that he uses to make his courts, and that's what I'm sticking with. He's got it started on the city courts and dropping those. He also has a custom in the pack that you can download from his site. He's got a custom Lakers court, which just looks incredible, that goes with their city jersey. So I wanted to make sure I brought some attention to that. And you know, Den 2K, he's done an incredible job this year, and these are the courts that I'm using. All right, guys, and that is gonna do it for this week's episode of Modding Monday. Want to thank you all for coming out. Thank you so much for the support. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. Also, be sure to follow me on all of my social networks. That's at ShadyMikeGaming on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But for now, I am signing out. Peace. Threes.